Guess who's back? Back again. Ronaldo's back. Tell a friend. Quote from Eminem there. It's official. Cristiano Ronaldo's on a 2-year contract with Man United. On a lot of money, by the way. But it's Ronaldo, so we'll let that slide. And an option of a 3rd year. The dream of him coming back to Man United re-signing has become a reality. And I remember Bill Kenwright saying that one day Wayne Rooney would return at Everton, and he was right, and he got his wish, and as United fans have got our wish of Ronaldo coming back. I'm not going to get over too excited about it. I'm not going to buy a bottle of champagne and pop the party poppers. I'm not going to get too excited. I'm happy, but I'm content into the melting pot. Because skeptically, this could be like Alexis Sanchez, Mark II. So I wouldn't get too excited if I were you. I certainly won't be anyway. Because if you remember, when we beat Burnley 1-0, Martial was apparently in the form of his life. And then Ronaldo, just like Ibrahimovic, when they come in, they put Martial's nose out of joint. And I think this could happen with Greenwood, who has scored 3 out of 3 and is in the form that we've saw early on in his Man United career. And ever since he started taking my advice and doing what's required on the pitch instead of off the pitch, he's done a hell of a lot better, so he can thank me. So I feel responsible for his success towards the end of last season. But back to Ronaldo. Or they could also go for Ronaldo, like Gareth Bale when he re-signed for Spurs. You know, scoring goals against the smaller echelon of teams, but that's about it really. And can't score against the top tier ones. You know, the bottom echelon teams I'm talking about, you know, Arsenal had to get that in, etc, etc, etc. Because Ronaldo is obviously fantastic, but it's going to hinder and stop Greenwood's development because he wants to play as a striker and now he's going to be shifted to the right wing and the left wing. And if you're expecting the Ronaldo of yesteryear, last time he played as a Man United player, then you're sadly mistaken to get that out of your head right now. Because Ronaldo isn't the same as he was, and I think the Premier League could pass him by. If I was being cynical as well about it. As well as sceptical. Because the league has changed. But I do expect him to score loads of goals. Don't think he'll get the numbers he got at Juventus. And I think we should judge him what he did at Juventus. I don't think we should judge him at Real Madrid. He will score goals. I expect him to be the most foul player in the Premier League. I think that will be his custom. I don't think him and Bruno Fernandes could play in the same team, by the way, as we've seen so in the Euros, when they got fubbed 4-2, I believe, against Germany. And in the next game, Top Reds, Bruno Fernandes was dropped, wasn't he? You remember that? I certainly do. But they don't. Odd that, but Bruno fanboys and all that. But I just told you that now, haven't I? So, who's going to take penalty kicks and free kicks? So there's going to be a lot of arguments. If you've seen so what happened with Everton, where Richarlison wanted to take the penalty kick, and Anas Townsend and Calvert-Lewin had to drag it off him, you know, and he wasn't happy about it. But they eventually scored the penalty kick. So I can see that happening. I think this puts Pogba in a bad light as well, because he want a new contract. And he won't be happy that Ronaldo's now the highest paid player at Man United, like Varane was before Ronaldo re-signed. So Ronaldo is going to go, oh, aye, we want a new contract from United, 400k a week. That's what it should be. My client should be given. You know what I mean? So that could rock the boat as well. Anyway, we've signed him. I'm happy. But let's just rein it in a little bit to those who are getting excited. But nonetheless, he's back, and well, we're going to rejoice, aren't we? And there's prospect of seeing what he's going to do when he plays against Newcastle. Well, injury permitted, obviously. You just never know with United. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you after when Dan James to Leeds is official.